What's up, y'all? Relationship Hour back one more again. Make some noise up in here. What's good? What it do?
Hey, yo.
Right here at Sylk's in Maple Heights, 21300 Libby Rd. You still got time to join the conversation. Let us know what part of the country you are checking in on. Let us know where you're checking in, where you're from. And we show you some love back. We're about to get it in with some great conversation. Last week was bananas. I think I said it every week because it gets to a different level of adult conversation. If you've never been in this adult conversation where we talk about just about anything and everybody has an opinion. So we want you to respect the opinion of others. Now, you can put up a great comeback. What do they call that? A debate. There you go. You can do a great debate, but respect the other person on what they have to say and what they think. All right? Welcome this week. They're hanging out with me. Tania and Stacey doing their thing. We got life coach, creators up in here, host up in here. What's up, ladies?
What's you got it?
What's going on? Y'all be everywhere. Y'all be working around the world doing it. I love it.
Ain't that the way you're supposed to do it?
Yes, sir.
I gotta have my hands and my feet in the hole.
Got the No Limit with Stacey and Reese, and that will be coming out more to talk. Just throwing that little plug.
Yeah, we plug. And I'm Stacey, y'all. I have the show called Welcome to the BBW Show that airs on No Static Radio every Friday from 7 to 9. I'm always remote. I'm always out in the street. I'm like, what I call myself? What's the guy that's always on the news? He out in every morning.
Kenny?
Kenny, I'm coming for you too. So I feel like I'm the nighttime of Kenny. So, but no, welcome to the BBW Show, No Static Radio. Real Talk with Reese and No Limits is coming real soon, y'all. Just stay tuned. We got a lot coming up.
All right. Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
I can't be in the BBW.
Yes, you can, honey.
You can be a
I need
supporter
some
of the BBW,
Yeah.
but you.
Hey.
I mean, we can't give you.
But that's it.
I can only be
Now
a supporter.
we'll give you the other acronym of it. We'll give you
Be
beautiful
careful, you
black
might not
woman.
wanna-
So you know,
I'm telling you.
then you can still hang with us because you're a real BBW for real.
I
She's
can
a beautiful
still
black
hang
woman.
out. I can hang out, y'all.
Now, can you all hear us over there? Y'all can hear us good? Okay. Now, just let us know when you're ready to say something, and then we'll bring the microphone over to you, Freddie. Give you all the mic. We're about to go around. I got my bag up with me. Sarge is my bag up tonight. So,
He come for war.
He can't.
And he looking official.
Bernie told me about last week. They was like, Sarge, where was you at? You should have been there.
They needed some backup.
You see the finger?
They
Yeah.
needed your backups.
yeah.
It was a theme today. Y'all see that?
We see you,
Oh
girl.
yes, we got the camo.
Yeah, we see you, the
okay.
girls.
What?
See?
I missed the assignment.
Y'all ready for the first question? Say, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this one is looks and a hot body important in choosing your mate? Why is that looks and body, it's not everything. So one more again, is looks and a hot body important in choosing your mate? We'll start with the panel, and then we'll go around. Thanks.
Let's start with you.
Do we start with me? Okay, I thought I was giving the house respect. I thought, the queen of the table, baby. I thought that's where he was going.
Oh, well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, looks and body, probably at some point it's important, but it's not going to be important as far as your whole relationship is concerned. You have to have some things in common. You actually have to like talking to that person and probably having some extra relations as well. But it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with looks to me.
I think that it's a conversation starter. That's what I call it.
That's a good way to put it.
So usually if you're attracted to somebody, that's kind of how it starts. But it's not, I don't think it's as important as the character and the chemistry. Chemistry is, to me, is everything.
Word.
So, but it does help to be easy on the eyes. And people are attracted to different things. You ever be attracted to somebody that somebody's not that attractive, but they're super
I was just
funny
getting
or
ready to
something like
say.
that. So being attractive can be in different ways.
So if somebody call you cute, that means you're not really fine.
Oh,
Monkeys are cute. I said monkeys are cute.
Oh.
so what you gotta be? You gotta be fine.
I love that.
It's the way they say
I love that.
She like, I need more. I need more than cute.
I personally feel that looks are important because, like, again, what you like is what you like. So that's important. I'm traditionally I like cute ugly man. If that makes I'm not gonna say that. Don't.
Cute ugly man.
Wait.
She does. She does.
Girl, wait. What is a cute ugly
So
man?
I don't
need
mean-
to know.
They only cute to her.
Right.
You safe, girl.
So this is the thing. I'm not saying like every guy that I think is attractive, I think they're ugly. That's not what I'm saying. Traditionally, like what you just said. No, what you just said, like who you may not find attractive, I find very attractive. And so yeah, visually, the first thing we attracted to is our eyes. Our eyes have to, unless you Ray Charles, you know what I'm saying? We ain't walking around feeling wrists. We looking at each other, and that's how we attracted to each other. So yeah, I think looks are very important, but it has to be a look of standard. That's the important thing.
All right. Sarge, you want to hit that?
Yes, sir. I would very much like to hit that.
Uh-oh.
I agree with what everyone has said, and this is like kind of loud, so I'm gonna adjust it
Yeah, you
accordingly.
hold it like that. That's good. That's good.
Because which y'all didn't know about me, I used to sing in a gospel quartet when I was stationed in Hawaii. We put out 2 albums.
We're going to have to get one from you tonight, a Dr. Watts or something.
So anywho, the point is that when you're young, you don't know any better. So that is what you focus on. As you mature and progress through life, just like that young lady said, it's different things. So what this person thought was cute or ugly, and I think differently because I see the other stuff about you.
Yeah.
So it just changes over life.
Absolutely.
All right. Keep the mic. And then I'm going to get, somebody over here?
We have a young lady over here.
Who want?
But I'm
Talking
with
about
you.
looks, y'all. Talking about looks.
I'm with y'all. Like looks and what's good looks is different for everybody because I don't like traditionally
That swag is real.
cute
The swag to
men
me
or
is a
whatever
part of your
it is.
appearance. So I can
Yes.
see how you move, how you operate. You might.
So
I'll take swag.
First thing
Give me
I
some
said.
swag.
what you
over
got
some
for us,
looks.
Queen? What you got for us?
So, yes, I want to piggyback off of what he just said over there. Looks is important, but to me, once you mature, get older or whatever, whatnot, you don't too much focus on looks because you can have the most handsome guy in the world and he will treat you like, and you can have the ugliest dude in the world, he will treat you. So to me, it's basically how you treat me. If you treat me like a queen and treat me like how I'm supposed to be treated, then I'm going to give you the attention. Now, of course, I don't want nobody that's looking like E.T. or whatever or whatnot, but I had an E.T. situation where,
And he was cute to me.
I had a situation where this guy worshiped the ground I walked on. And of course I was a little bit younger, didn't understand it at the time. And I look back in hindsight, if he was still here, I probably would have married him. We was engaged, I called off the wedding and everything, but unfortunately he passed away. So sometimes I think that's my blessing that just, you know what I'm saying, I missed out on because I wasn't mature enough to accept that type of love at that time. So it ain't worth losing out on love. When somebody love you for who you are, it's about your happiness.
Yeah, and I think that it takes maturity, like everybody's, like you started, to get there, because nobody in here just knew that when when we was in our teens or early 20s. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to say I would date E.T. if he had $50 million.
You better say that.
You know what, Keisha?
They just,
She giving E.T. a whirl, honey.
all the ETs of the world, y'all got a chance if y'all got some money.
Listen here, Keisha said that, not me.
All right, next question. Is it true when they say a way to a man's heart is his stomach? Is that a myth or a fact?
Myth.
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 I think there's
Myth, Sarge. Yeah. You can cook and be a bitch.
All right, hello.
You know what I'm saying? So
Myth.
yeah. We all agree on that.
Yeah, we just.
I can come to
Right
Sylk's. Come eat you some of these chicken wings.
Huh?
long as you feed them.
What it is that a man desires, just like what a woman desires.
Let me get the mic. We can't hear you, Sarge. We can't hear you. Repeat it.
Some men, that's a requirement.
Well, they haven't matured yet, or they don't understand who they are as a man. Again, I'm gonna go back to the Bible. I'm sorry. A woman. Now, y'all women, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. What you need is affection.
And consistency.
Right, but that goes along with that.
Consistency, yeah.
A man needs respect. Because you can tell me you love me all day long. If you respect me out here in these streets in front of everybody else, I know you love me.
I feel it.
I'm out.
Don't throw. Why
But
did
she
you
gotta be,
wait a
able,
minute.
hey, she gotta be able to make a good pork chop dinner
You
though,
blew her
and a
consistent.
pork chop dinner. Some pork chop. You say it like that, and a good pork chop dinner.
Yes and no.
I feel like you want to dinner.
Little dinner.
As a man, I can do it all. I can cook, I can clean, I can do it all.
See,
I got you.
let me cut your mic off. You cut your mic
Hey.
Cut your mic
I
off.
like that.
But did you see how
cut
he,
his vocal
did
cords
y'all
off.
see how he blew out consistency when you said that?
Right, you need
You
that.
did. You said, Kenya said consistency. He was like, yeah, but affection. You could be affectionate and don't be consistent. That's not
And
gonna
that's
work.
a problem.
That's a
That's a
fact.
big problem.
I apologize
Because
because
that's a big problem.
Hey.
consistency is really
I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody falls out of line on that sometimes. Being consistent,
But
men and women, because you're human. You just gotta be able to.
Eventually.
You gotta be able to identify it and accept when they say something, or you gotta be willing to say that you haven't been consistent
That's
to get back on the
important when
train.
you
Because people
recognize it.
fall off of being consistent. You fall off
Right,
being consistent with
right.
your damn self.
that's
In the beginning.
No, that's not true. I disagree with that. That you're not. So you. That means what does consistent mean? What does it mean?
continue to give each other accolades, respect. Like
that means I'm
it's a big line.
So
it's a big line in
right,
respect.
consistent means this is like this all the time. You never stray from it.
No.
No. That's what some people think.
day.
No.
Because my consistency is
But what does consistency mean?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I really
What
enjoy.
does it mean?
One
We
thing
all
I-
we hear this all the time. You gotta be
One thing
consistent.
I enjoyed when I was in a long-term relationship that was consistent, even when we like the times we couldn't stand each other, we would definitely when we part, we made sure that we part each other with a kiss. It might have been a phony kiss sometimes. It might have been, because you get on my nerves.
That means it wasn't consistent because it was
No,
phony.
but it was every time we part from each other though, we showed that type of respect to each other. You know what I'm saying? Instead of walking out the house and being pissed off, or he go to work, I go to work. But that's a line of consistency. And another thing of consistency, don't start jumping off like, oh, checking on me or calling or seeing how my day is, and then you turn around like, oh, I didn't do it because that when you have a certain behavior, people are going to adapt to that behavior. So when you jump off of that boat, it's like you didn't jump ship and you didn't left me in it. So women, that's a big thing for women. We want consistency. It's a big thing. Not to say that you got to be all the time,
I tell you what my grandmother
but you got to
told
be
me.
this.
When I got married 30 years ago, she said, and this is my grandmother, and she was holy roller. She kept it real. She said, do not do anything that you don't want to do every day. She said, don't you, because my
Ooh,
grandmother
that's good
cooked breakfast,
advice.
lunch, and dinner for my grandfather. She told me not to do that. She said, because now
That's
I
great
got to do
advice.
this every day
Girl,
for the rest of my
that
life.
is the
So my
truth.
grandmother said, you got to pick and choose how you do things. So you just got to, consistency, just make it your consistency. That's it.
See, it's three definitions under that one word. Everybody got their own to what that means. Everybody got their own to what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next question. Do friends
It's these lights.
with benefits really exist?
What
Do
is that?
all right, let's start with this one.
Hell
Look at the mic.
Yeah.
She says, absolutely.
Hell to the yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no, because you said it, so we coming to you. So we're gonna say it right here one more again. Does sex with a friend, all of the benefits, does that really exist?
Yes.
Yes.
it do.
Absolutely.
Yes, it absolutely. If you have
More than anything in my
if
40s
you
now,
have
baby.
two grown, mutually on the same page individuals that's grown, like literally y'all both putting y'all feelings to the side. If y'all choose to mess around on y'all accord, then why can't you not? We talked about this last week. It was guys who was saying that married men can do what they want to do. So I mean, why can't
Who
you?
the hell said
Why
That's
can't
what happened before I got here. Y'all told me to leave
that
that
happen
alone.
one?
Yeah.
That's the part y'all told me.
Yes,
He was
yes,
talking
yes.
crazy.
I missed that
Yes.
part.
They were
Now,
talking.
I'm not about to, me personally, I'm about to mess around with somebody that's like my homeboy, but if it's somebody that I'm digging and we know that we don't want to be together, we just want to deal with each other, then heck yeah.
Yeah.
That-
All right, all right. Well, the friend part comes in. She said, she just asked what is the friend part comes in. And the reason why
I can speak on
it
this
makes
so-
sense where it
so
don't make
well.
sense. How many of you all are still friends with somebody that you had sex with?
Me.
Okay. Right. Or cool with your exes and you were friends with them. Some people still are.
Me.
It's bad
And the
breaker upper.
see, hey, Sarge. No, you said it doesn't exist, so we want.
Right.
I'm with you.
Go.
At some point, if you will be real with yourself, which is a part of the maturity process as we progress through life, your feelings is coming with that.
Feelings don't have anything. I feel for my friends all the time. Friends I haven't slept with, so that has
But
nothing
that's
to do
when
with
I
nothing.
think going back to maturity, that's when either the female or the guy has to say, you know what, my feelings are caught up here, but I know where we at, and I know where ain't supposed to go.
Right.
Everybody can't do that.
You know what I think friends would benefit. Listen, you know how I know friends with benefits is real, and it's been a real thing for me. My own experience is that, okay, somebody I might have slept with last week, but we all in a family friend or friend function, and he here with another chick, and we'll hug and see each other, high five each other, and everybody wouldn't know nothing that's going on with nothing. That's friends with benefits, because sometimes you want that itch scratched. You can call that person. That's the reliable person you can call on, but that's still my homie, for real, for real.
Okay,
I can
can
call
I
him to
talk
scratch,
now?
I can call him change
Hold
the
on,
tire.
for the Tanya, then we come back over here.
So I will say this.
I'm 44. I'll do it very well now, honey. When I was younger, I couldn't
Word.
do it.
You
I
better
am
tell
going
them.
now.
to say that there is only a certain, it's rare. And I'm going to say a real friend, because I have this friend.
Uh-oh, you gotta laugh.
No,
Confession.
I have experienced this situation. So this is what I'm saying. You got to be a real friend. And I have thought that I had friends, and they could not handle it seriously. They couldn't. They get jealous. You're right. A lot of people cannot. And I think majority, as a woman, so I can only speak from a woman's perspective, men cannot handle it. When you have a real, true friend, and y'all just got this vibe, and that's all y'all are is friends. Y'all there for each other. Like you said, if you just need something.
Girl.
So anyway,
Like that thing.
this is not low limit tonight, okay? So anyway, but no, I really think that it takes a special person to do it, and I'm gonna be honest. You have to. Everybody can't handle it, and it's for a lot of women cannot handle it.
That is true.
I'll be honest, because I have
women are more
That is
emotional.
very true.
But
A lot of women
special
cannot.
type of woman. I'm her, and a special type of guy. Like you really gotta have a love for each other and know that y'all friends.
No
for
matter
life.
what.
Like you can't just be this guy you cool with. It has to be your real, super, really good.
And it,
friend.
and
But
it
you
take-
won't. I don't know who.
And that's real. It's real. I'm telling you, it's real. I'm promise.
And it take a conversation. It takes
But this is
it takes maturity.
This is I'm talking about single life. I ain't talking about. I know somebody has said marry me can do all that. No, I'm saying that if you are friends and y'all both are available to do that, you can do that.
I'm not sleeping with my friend. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And somebody
You
said
can't
when
do
we
it.
was.
That's how I said somebody-
yeah,
It takes a special person.
So again,
What do you say when you look out your window and this friend with benefits done set your goddamn car on fire?
That's not your
Girl,
friend.
and I gotta
That's
catch
not
a case
your-
'cause I done
that's
fucked
not
him
your
up.
friend,
That's
though.
not
None.
your
I'm
friend.
done. None of them. Never no more. Benefit.
That's
No.
your stalker.
IRS
That's your
benefit.
stalker.
That's the idiot.
Your woman or your mate is supposed to be your friend. That's how you stay out of the extra foolishness.
When
No,
you're
but-
in a relationship. This is not a relationship.
Right, but that's an outlier. Because like you said, most people can't handle it. So it's an outlier.
Now, let me just say, now you do have guy friends that you might come across, and you know all their business. You know how they are with women. You know they are no good to be dealing with to get your feelings caught up. But they might have a few skills.
they still might want
might be alright.
to experience what makes the other women go crazy.
That's compatible. people.
Your feelings don't have to be caught up at all because you love them as a friend, like, but that don't mean you want to be with them. It's like I already know what come along with you.
But Kenya, do you really want
So
that
again,
person?
we're talking about real fast. Again, we're talking about friends with benefits. Can you do it? Does it really exist? Some says yes, some say no. Real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, my opinion is it depends on a person, you know, and I think you have to get to know yourself. When you're young, you hear different sayings, you know, like, you know, you single girl, if you know, maybe you'll feel better if you did it, you know. You know, and those things really don't work. Like sometimes you emotionally hurt, you know, you might have lost somebody close to you, and, you know, and months go by and you're like, you know, depressed or whatever. And they're like, girl, maybe you should, you know, kick it. You got this old friend, you'll feel better, you know. But sometimes them
make you
things
feel
really
good.
don't work.
Feel better with some sex? Oh,
It make you
Lord.
feel worse.
All right, Bertha.
But you have to get to know yourself and just know,
That's
you
Alberta,
know,
y'all.
Make me feel
because
good.
it ain't just the
How about
act
that?
that, you know, makes it happen.
All right, next question. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. Y'all about to start something with this one, boy. Y'all got to. That's so funny, though. I had to go back to that because I thought you supposed to be friends before you know, call somebody your woman a man. I thought you supposed to be friends first. Yeah? Yeah.
She said, come on with it.
Thank you.
Listen, girl.
Thank you.
Listen, girl.
Thank you.
Listen,
You
girl.
test driving over there.
Little test drive,
Say
little
it
drive by.
for facts, honey.
Test drive. Why did you ask for the mic to say that? She
Right, let's move on.
you got to test drive it, sir.
Listen, she gonna get that test drive. Listen. Okay, girl.
All right, next question. If the man is making more money than the female, should 50-50 exist?
No.
Should it exist? If the man is making more money than the female, should 50-50 exist?
Nope.
You say, no,
Hell
they
no.
talking about
Hell no.
your home, taking
Right.
care of the bills, doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you say no, you say yes.
But the thing
But
is the
that's-
man he makes more, right? You're saying that's
Say
what
what
it said?
now?
The man makes more.
Yeah.
No, the man makes more.
See,
the
see, I used to go with all that some of that stuff. You got the new school is everything's 50-50, right?
Right.
No.
So
I mean,
the new
that's what they
school,
say.
because like if someone don't like for the men to be old school, I got this. I'm gonna take care of it. Some women they've been so by themselves.
Yes.
No, I ain't talking about the control guy. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the guy who likes to take care of his family,
Yeah.
and that's how you do.
And that's how he does.
No, we
What
love
I mean
that.
by that is he's playing the whole thing. That's what he want to do. Okay?
No, but we love that as long as
But
it's
some,
not
but
strings.
some of these new schools,
Now, if you're going to be pulling the strings
Say what?
and telling me when, where, how I can do things, you know, telling me what I can spend money on, or you don't think that's a good idea or that idea, then no, I'm good on that. I don't want your slavery in the form
So-
of money.
Right.
so let's bring it back the other way. If the woman make more, is it 50-50 still? Huh? You
I
say
think
yeah?
I
Can't
wouldn't
believe
mind.
You said that.
I personally wouldn't mind doing it. I have done it because I remember when at one point when I was only been in one long-term relationship, and he was down on his luck and he was going through some things, and I didn't think myself as the head of the household, but my money definitely had to keep our household rolling. So it had to be that way. Sometimes those things put you in situations, but most men have the desire, or whoever's head of the household has the desire to put up more money financially. And a lot of times it's not out of control. It can be. Some men are wacky-dacky like that, and we stay away from those. But it's still, usually men have, like you said, it's like more of that old school feeling. Like, you know, it's a sense of, this is the woman I coveted. You know, I took her, and I want my family to be protected because I can do that. And that's out of love, not out of Control.
You got some crazy dudes that the other way, you doing all that, and they still trying to tell you what to do as far as playing a goddamn game. They take care. Why y'all, not y'all, but a lot of these new school women, that's what they do. Dude can stay home all day, play that game, beat your back out real good, beat it up, and you happy.
And then they over here getting coached.
You all right?
That's right.
You said when you was in your 20s. Yeah.
Hello, because that's dead in the water now.
Yeah.
50-50. Charlie, you want to say something?
I think that, again, it is an age thing, but I don't know. I think this is the thing. If you get a good one and you are the head of the household, you can't just be making all the money as the woman. You making all the money, and I'm going to say this both ways. You making all the money. At least he should be able to change a tire, you know what I mean?
Damn
Fix the
straight.
garage
You
when it
better.
break. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the brakes get put on, call somebody up, cut the grass. Like, it's levels to it.
Yeah.
Now, if you doing that and you really find real love at this age, I'm saying at this age, if you really find it and they're bringing something to the table, you might be able to work a little bit, but it can't be long term. Like, you're going to be after working on something. However, the other way around, too, because I have a son. So I tell him, too, you can't be doing everything. What is she bringing to the table? She going to be in here cleaning up, helping you build your business, doing I mean, you going to take care of it. You got to get something else. So
Absolutely.
I think I would prefer, at this point in my
In your life. Yeah.
I bring a lot to the table. I would like
Yeah.
somebody that can meet me where I'm at.
Can you say that other part that you said about your son, about if he finds a woman, what she should?
I do believe,
Yeah.
because, and I'm serious about this, you want a woman, because this long term, it can be happy right now, but long term, you want to know she motivated to help you,
Yeah.
uplift you.
Be that
And
person.
she gonna make sure she can help you out when something go wrong.
And-
And she
and it
got a
goes-
call to find out where you get the tire
Right.
from.
That.
And then all you got to do is go
Go
pick
get
it
it
up and bring
tired.
it
And
home.
most
Yeah,
most
teamwork
most
makes the
men
dream work.
most men they don't do that. They get caught up into what we was talking about earlier, the look, the ass. Can she bring it in the bed? Da 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 da. And then later on they got 2 kids by. She crazy as hell. No, she was crazy. She don't do this and that. No, you didn't pay attention. Women on the other hand and be like, what you do? Where you work?
Yeah, we're meticulous.
How long you been there?
What's your future plans? What's your 401 looking like? What's your retirement plan, sir? Do you have an LLC?
No,
Right.
but I'm with you though. When you have sons, especially adult sons, it does give you the other side of the situation.
that's
You be like,
interesting.
okay, listen, girlfriend, you're not about to be sitting up here and this man out here working 2-3 jobs, and you up here eating bonbons and tearing down his self-esteem.
All right, next question. Y'all ready? We coming back to you, Sarge. We coming back to you. We coming back. We'll come right back to you.
He rolled eyes.
Question, 'cause they say I don't get all their questions here. Why is it so easy for people to be open to have sex and they don't know you?
Because it feels
Why-
good. I'm sorry. I'm so different at this point in my life.
Yeah, because of the urge. Because of that urge.
Nerd. Alcohol, but sometimes it's
Alcohol
alcohol.
got a lot
Sometimes
to
you
do.
just. Sometimes it's alcohol. Sometimes it's just.
It's just
That's
it's-
nature.
It's
That's
just
human nature.
it be immature in who you are and what you want. I'm a big
Hold on.
I'm a big believer in be true to yourself. So if I want to have sex with somebody, I'm gonna do it. It's not just because it's easy. Well, it is easy.
What
Hell,
was the question again, Sam?
Question is, why is it so easy for people to be open to have sex and they don't know you?
Because we do need to get better a little bit.
well, my thing is, why is it so easy to have sex with people you know and it still ainght the right person you should be having sex with? I mean,
say that all the
it's
time.
Yin and yang.
Just
I mean,
because you hold out on the coochie for 6 months,
Don't
whatever,
make him a
don't
right
mean that he
person.
gonna be the one.
right.
It
Just
don't.
have
It don't
protection.
mean that.
That's the truth, though. That's big
It don't
facts.
mean that. Don't mean he gonna or she gonna respect you.
Sometimes it be that.
I mean,
And sometimes
that's what
around
we.
your birthday.
Sometimes why is it that we always act like that's just a man thing? Because it takes two. Women be wanting to get hit on the first night sometimes. Women, y'all think about it too. Y'all brought up that question about the physical being attracted.
It's a woman thing too.
Yeah, it's not one way.
But men been doing it forever.
It's chemistry.
Yes.
He'll do it so bad.
Give him the mic. Yeah. Hold on, Sarge. We gotta hear you.
He just.
We know
Right,
drive-by.
I'm
We
gonna
know
address the
drive-by
test
over
drive. You
Drive-by right here. We already know what time.
You
she
sitting
on.
up here feeling, oh, he waited 6 months, a year, whatever your time frame is. If you feel he as fine as you claim he is, yeah, he waiting. You think he is, but he got some stuff on the side.
I ain't got
That's why
nothing.
he waiting you out.
Hello? Side,
Everybody
the
got
side, the
some-
front, the
everybody
back,
got
the back.
this,
What do with it?
Women
Who
do too.
gangsters you messing with?
Women do too. Yeah, they do.
If you have sex with somebody on the first night, you not worried if they got something on the side. You have no clue.
That's
That
a-
wasn't even a.
that's a
That
fact.
wasn't even a.
Nor do you care.
Care.
You don't care.
When you feel like, because you have standards. You gonna wait.
Oh God. Okay.
For what? Jesus? Shit, he can come today. I need mine today. Okay?
Listen,
Now,
girl.
I'm just saying. Oh, the new. I'm.
And
Listen,
the
I'm
old
just
age
saying,
women
like,
too.
listen,
I
I gotta
got-
tell you
like
I done
that.
heard
Like,
some
it-
stories about my grandmamas and their sisters and some of their friends. And
Everybody grandma
time
in
just
here turn
repeat
the
itself.
trick.
It's
Leave
just now
one.
more acceptable for us to
Grandma
live that
had
life.
about
They
10,
ain't wanna
12
hear that.
kids. Okay? Stop playing.
Everybody,
One. Two,
everybody grandma done been bent over.
it's not about new
It wasn't
age.
with gra-
It's about
and it wa-
knowing
and
what
it
you
wasn't
want.
with- and it wasn't with granddaddy either.
I don't think it's new age. I think it's just knowing what you want and being upfront about what you want. We gonna fuck or not. That's it. That's all. It's no extra to it.
Oh,
We don't have to
grab
do
my
a.
chest.
We don't have to do an interview.
If it was chemistry,
We
right?
know if we're attracted to someone. You know, if that first night, that second night, that week. We know. Okay. I'm not trying to marry you. I'm just trying to have a good time because that's
And
where
sometimes
you're
it be
at in
just,
your life.
just like that, it'd be that simple.
Yeah, it's really simple, and I
be
might
true
fuck
to
you and never
yourself.
see you again.
Let it sound a little more romantic, a little bit.
Girl,
A
you
little,
said what?
I gotta
a little
he
more.
said, let it sound a little
She
more.
did say where you're at in life.
Okay, I play unconditional love.
Hey, the mic without it.
Listen,
She did say where you're at in life.
listen, drive-by. You're gonna be my friend,
Y'all
okay?
need to come
I'm
check
just
us out
telling you
on
now.
YouTube.
You're gonna be my
And she
friend.
cook good, so they done.
So they done with
Yeah.
It's
she
a wrap
could
for
do it.
her anyway.
We gonna be friends.
I just got one thing to say.
What you
I ain't
got, bro?
nothing to say. My thing is this. Everything happen revolves around the woman. She know right off the rip when she see you. if
Yeah, you better say
She
that.
gonna give you that ass.
It ain't about no you got game and you can get the game and she probably ain't working.
YBST.
She know right, bam. Maybe not or maybe yeah.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, she
about
know.
that.
And
Y'all
you could
better
talk
listen to him,
yourself.
'cause he
And you
just told the truth.
listen, and you could
There
talk
you go.
yourself out of that booty that you was about to get.
Yep.
So just sit there and smile.
You better sit there. You better say. Don't say nothing. Yes,
I'ma smile.
because you gonna say something ignorant and talk yourself out of it.
What you got?
So that may be true what he just said. However, I always say this. Men set the tone in any relationship because y'all get with a female, you know whether or not if you're going to wife her, if she's just a one-nighter, or she going to be your main. It is what it is. Ain't no, women is not getting married unless the men be like, she's going to be my wife.
That is very true too.
Women ain't just like out here really. It's harder for women a lot of times to pull, they do pull men to make them their husband, but
I don't
I mean,
want
traditionally,
nobody.
don't know women want that. You want a man to want you just as much as you want him.
Absolutely.
All right, this is a good one here. I need to give me. Hey, Amanda.
What you need?
That nail. Hey, yeah. Here's a good. Someone, I guess it's a woman, says, I would never understand why some women put their man before their children. Just wondering. You got to go pee on that one.
Okay, so I have a very probably different perspective of this than the normal woman. And some people might say it's because I have no children, but that's not the case. I was raised very old school, blah, 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 and biblically too. Now, it's a difference if this person's your husband, in my opinion, then I do believe it's an order. And you don't have to live it out like, oh, I'm neglecting my children over my man, but there's a respect that I believe a man should get that doesn't involve tying their children. Most parents are going to take their kids on more than anything because they're the neediest. But I think there is a respect to your spouse, to your significant other, where they should have that respect to say, yeah, you are first who I should tend to. You are, because I need you to help take care of the children. You know what I'm saying? That is an order to me. And I believe that. But naturally, of course, you're going to tend to your children more than anything first. But I do believe out of respect and in certain actions, you should show that your significant other has that title over your children. And it's not it's not a fight. It's just to me a family order, and I believe that.
I can piggyback off of that. The question said men, not us. They're men, not their husbands.
Well, I mean, even you want to hit this charge right quick too. I mean, you know, yeah. The question, like you said, what you said, April. You said that it depends on husband.
That's what I was saying.
This is just
if the
boyfriend
man
and kids.
is doing
boyfriend
what
and
he's
kids.
supposed to do,
Yeah.
the woman will have no problem with it. Because it's like you said, it's going to be in order. He gonna do what he's supposed to do, and y'all gonna be kumbaya, all this stuff.
That's not.
And
that's what you hope for because they're.
I say, but that's the way it should be.
Yeah, it should be.
But because of the
it ain't
world
like
we live in, and you know, we got so much stuff going on, and then we got stuff that most people, so if it's 51%, that's most people. Most people don't understand because, you know, it's more women in the church than it is men, and it's for a reason. The man is under attack because we hold the key.
Good God.
I know I just said something that I know people getting angry.
I mean,
It's facts.
But hold on, my
that's not the
point
reason why
is,
they're not in church.
my point is
That's-
that we are on this earth and we go to church and we don't even understand, like, oh, Jesus come back called up to meet him. Why he can't touch his earth? Because this is the devil's playground. That's why the Bible tells you to be in the world but not of it. Because the devil controls this. So what's going on today? Everybody all crazy and acting crazy and like we ain't got no kind of sense what's really going on. I'm just saying. But like piggybacking off of you, if we was to do it the right way. But we so far from the right way, we don't even know what the right way is no more.
A real
So
woman.
Right, but no, I agree with you.
Well, okay.
I agree with you.
Real talk.
No.
They kiss my ass.
I agree with her because if it's the husband, because it's set up that way.
Yeah.
Let me,
Nah, I ain't saying I'm done.
Trust
I'm
me.
up
so
there.
let me just,
Come on.
I got a real
He is going to be
life
nothing to you to be
example, okay? Married 27 years. Always, we make our decisions together. We together in this. And sometimes, and then there are times where you do have to make a decision as a woman and say,
Because he tripping.
right, you know, where you don't want to go to the kids' games, but you want me to go hang out with your friends to go to this concert or this movie. But my baby is a starter in basketball, and she playing a game tonight. This is a big game. I'm going to the game.
I see what
You know what I mean? You do have to draw a line because at some point now my kids are out of high school and they appreciate that now, and I can do what I want to do. But at the time when you need to be nurturing your children, you either gonna do it together or I'm gonna go take care of my kids. But you also have to have a balance too.
That's a good
You know what I'm saying? When your kids being disrespectful to your mate and it's unnecessary, you do put your foot down. But kids come first because we have a responsibility to nurture them to be our future leaders. People keep on forgetting that these people gonna take care of you when you get old and gray and run the world. So yes, I do think that in society right now we gotta help. We gotta help.
I gotta add this to it. I say that you all need to take care of one another because your kids, you can raise them the right way, and they can do what the hell they want to.
That's true.
So to me, the order is, you know what I'm saying, your man, he the right guy. You
Right.
lay down with him, and y'all stick together. Don't let them run upstairs and ask her one thing, and what she or he made a decision down there, and then you didn't change it, because when your kids get older, they gonna do and sleep with who the hell they want to, and then you gonna be calling them trying, no, they out the house. And some of you stay in relationships, and then, you know, for the kids.
Right.
That's
Now-
a long-term thing.
Yeah, now they gone. They do what they do. So, you know, I'm with the old school. Man. It goes back to, you know, you and yeah, I respect it.
I agree with Sam. What he's
And
saying,
you-
if you in the long term, but y'all talking about these little short term.
Oh hell no, hell no. You talking
Well,
about?
that's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay. So this is not okay. I was talking about people who have babies together. So, in general, okay.
But-
But that's what I was talking about.
But
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about
Now
Junior.
there's-
You just met Junior now.
no, there's another aspect. There's also another aspect. If you're dating and you have a new person along, you also have to think kids are very manipulative. They want mama the way they used to mama being. They want mama with daddy. They want daddy with
I
mama or
experienced that.
whatever
Lord.
it is. And if you're not careful, kids will come in between your stuff and they will keep you from moving on with your life. So you have to kind of, you know, security needs, you know, things like that. Of course, your kids are going to come first. But yeah, you got to watch them kids. They can
Yeah,
be
you
pretty
gotta-
crafty.
Kids doing what a lot of adults ain't doing. Kids watch you. They watch
Yeah,
you
truly.
religiously. They hear you saying some stuff, but they watching what you do. And they feel, oh, how can I manipulate this system? Just like you said.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next question. Do men like when women approach them if they are interested?
I
Yeah.
know that's right. And drop the mic out the door. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, we keep it going.
Stacey said, "Come back."
Wait. And he slid by with the little look, too, like, yep.
Yep, gotta watch him.
All right, brother.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's the manner that you do.
Y'all ready for the next one? Yeah. All right. How should you let someone know that you're not interested in a relationship but want to be friends because of their physical attraction?
That's friend sex. Is that another friends with benefit type question?
Yeah.
Is that what we're
Wait,
talking
what?
about?
What happened?
Yeah.
Be real.
Just be true to yourself. Just tell them.
All right, next question. If you are in a committed relationship and meet one of your significant other's friend, and it was someone you slept with in the past, should you tell them?
You better.
Yes.
I would too.
So,
Yeah.
if you are in a committed relationship and you meet one of your significant other's friend and it was someone you slept with in the past, should you tell that person?
I would.
It's coming
Yeah.
out.
It's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out.
It's gonna come
I
out.
know somebody right now. I ain't never tell them. I ain't never tell them.
You think they don't know? I'm saying.
Huh?
Women.
But we was them and kids.
It's something
All right.
you can't
So
write.
look.
You can't
All right.
write.
Let's say it was years ago. Maybe you in your 20s
Yeah.
that you hit that person back then. Now your friend is with them. They don't know. But you don't tell everybody you done hit, do you? Okay. So do you? So if it's so if get out of the mic, get out of the mic.
Now listen, people get drunk and start talking. I gotta beat you to the punch, okay? If this is my girl, So I'm gonna tell, hey, yo, dude, he the business though, but that was a long time ago.
It happened.
We gonna have, it's gonna
It
have to be
happened.
It happened.
some different shit around here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Congratulations.
You gotta be up
You
front.
just don't want to see me happy. You could have just
I mean, that was 20 years ago.
I think women can take that news easier than men. That's the problem.
No, no,
No,
no.
that's
Both
true.
sides
Gotta
is
be
different.
upfront, men. If it's a man, you gotta say it. But guys, y'all got it easier. Women ain't gonna talk about it. They not gonna be running around saying.
That's the truth.
Yeah, I agree.
That's real.
Okay.
Like you should say it.
They gonna call the dude like, ooh, I can't believe
They
you
guys
dating
always
such and
talk.
such."
They
All right.
always talk.
Next question. Would you be okay with your, what does this mean? Significant other getting a erotic massage? Erotic massage, yes. Yeah. Erotic massage.
This is just compare notes.
Wait, what?
What you mean? Happy? They mean happy ending? That's what they mean?
So you know those massages that y'all see online with a man like rubbing
Oh,
the
that's
oil
what
and
you're talking
sucking
about.
that ass.
Like, what was the question?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's
Ooh,
it. So
that's
then
all
that's
up
it.
in
And
your
then the
secretions.
girl takes her big old nice ass and
And
put it on
put it
your
on
back,
your lap like
Wait.
this. Yeah.
massage stuff on it.
Men are doing it.
No, the men are
Yeah.
performing the massage. It's the women getting the massage.
So would you be okay with a man massaging your woman, grabbing her booty all like this?
You better. You my next.
please.
That's my next best
Okay.
friend.
She done already popped that cork on the table,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
We
Because
done-
you know
we done
what?
been- we done been there a couple times.
Yes, she did. Did y'all see? Did y'all see that? Hold on. It's this guy who helps women get off. He
Yes.
massages them. He comes to them.
I
You
saw
see
that.
him?
I
He
saw
come-
that.
Yes.
Yes.
He talked to you all through orgasm and everything.
See, I don't
Play
want
with you and
that.
do all that little stuff while you laid out on the table.
The sex
He
doctor.
paid off
He's
her.
like
He
a
paid.
sex doctor.
I wouldn't want that because I'm gonna want the real deal afterwards. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
want that. You might get me off, but you're not getting me off. You know. Like,
Okay.
I don't think I want that.
All right. Ain't too many men going for that one.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Not mine.
99.9%. Men do not want their woman erotically massaged.
All right,
That's a
check
lie.
this out. If your significant other, if you've been in a relationship for a year or longer, suddenly requests you to change something about your appearance, would you? So you've been going out with this person about a year or so. Now they want you to change something about your appearance. Would you?
Right.
Oh, Tell me now.
You say it depends. Who said it depends? Okay.
Yeah.
So she said it depends on what it is.
So something like weight, for a man or a woman. I mean, would you? Well, no. I mean, like if you want something like your weight, you want somebody wants your weight to be your appearance to. Okay, baby, you need to drop weight.
Okay, I'll make up stuff. Someone just mentioned, you just said weight, right?
Yeah.
So if someone said that's how they met you, and it's a lot of weight to gain in 1 year. So they say, I'm really into you, but have you ever thought about losing weight? Well, health-wise, high blood pressure, diabetes.
It is. It depends on how you come
Yeah.
at me, and if it's a together thing or you just really.
I want you to live long. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
that's cool. It depends on how you come at me. Because mother had you, mother love you, mother fuck you. Because bitch, you was fucking me when you met me, and now you don't like it. Okay, so you can get the fuck on.
I felt like I just hit it. I just hit it. That's the question.
She just went all twisted on us.
Mother had me, mother what?
You want some of this damn red beans and rice? You better shut your ass up.
You were screaming last night.
You didn't say shit when I made that cornbread. What you got?
But I mean,
His stomach. You want to talk about his stomach?
it depends on who the individual is. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because I did that to an ex before, and he took it straight out of pocket.
What did you say? What'd you
Feelings
say?
was hurt.
What did you want him to change?
How did you say? What did you say?
Okay, so back then I probably did say it a little bad. So I really don't even know how I
What'd
really
you
said
say?
it. But I was like, he needs to kind of lose weight because his sex drive is kind of like.
Oh.
But
Right.
Can they handle it?
That wasn't bad.
But
That's
this was a
good.
conversation conversation I
That's
had
bad.
with
Say it
him.
like
This
that.
was us. One of them,
She
nobody
ain't
else
say,
around.
she ain't
Say
say
it like that.
Well, it's
Your
like
dick
she
ain't
probably-
working, boo.
she didn't
You need
say
to
it
drop
like
some
that.
pants.
And he got offended.
She didn't say it like that.
I got a good one though.
Yeah, she didn't
I
say
got
it
a
like
good
that.
one, Sam.
What you got?
So, had 4 kids by 29, right? So I'm like, I want to lose weight by my 30th, but that was internally. My husband at the time was like, well, I met you, maybe we could work out together, but he wasn't working out with me. He really wanted to just say he wanted me to lose some weight. And I internalized it. I was already there. I lost 80 pounds, right? For my 30th birthday. And then he became crazy. He couldn't even handle it, so I lost it, and then I couldn't go nowhere. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be careful
Where
with
the
how
hell you
y'all
going?
do that.
Right.
Lost that goddamn weight. What's wrong with
Looking all
you?
good.
Who you losing weight for?
It was the
Tell
worst
you
thing
the
I
goddamn
could
weight.
have ever did. It was so...
Buy them skinny ass
it was
clothes. What's wrong with you?
awful. No, seriously, it became a horrible situation. Seriously. I was like, I wish I'd have just never gained the weight. You was okay. Now I can't go nowhere. I could go anywhere I wanted to
That's
then.
his fault.
All right. What's this one about?
Yeah, be careful. Jazz
Oh, I just did read that one. All right. Should you go to a relationship tune-up class every 2 years to ensure you should stay together? Should you go to counseling? Or should
If you
go to-
need it.
Huh?
If you need it,
If you
absolutely.
need- Yeah. So everybody agree with
But
that?
I don't think, I wouldn't go just for shits and giggles though.
Tune-up
Tune-ups
class.
are necessary.
Who tuning me up?
Right, that's my whole thing. Who's tuning me?
I want to know who the tuner
Especially
is.
if I don't need
The
it.
exotic
The exotic massage
massager.
man. Let's go to the exotic massage.
Depends on the issue you have.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what they gonna tune.
I'm going to Google that one later.
But it says every 2 years. I mean, that's like, should I go to the gynecologist every year? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Therapy
That's
is necessary.
Y'all ready for the next
if
question?
it's needed.
And again, guys, you're welcome to come down any Tuesday. Every Tuesday we do the relationship hour. Kicks off after work. Happy hour at 6. We start a conversation around 7:15 p.m. We almost done. Can you be delivered from being homosexual, bisexual?
Ooh, that's a good question.
They want to know, can you be delivered from being homosexual, bisexual?
Donnie Clerkin says you can. I think
You can
anybody
do whatever you want to do.
And deliver is such a
it's-
harsh word, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't want
like
to say delivered. I don't want to say delivered.
Well, it depends on from the state where they're asking that. If you asking it from the
You
Bible
don't drink
between your
special.
relationship between you and God, then that's what they're talking about. And that the answer is you can be delivered from anything that you want to, if you want to, in my opinion. Now, you can't be sitting around, I always say this, let nobody in here decide about you on whatever you do. Because they got their own damn secrets that they're not willing to talk about on what they need to be delivered from.
I think I feel real strongly about this, and only because I'm educated in this. So I'm not just throwing this out there. I actually have a lot of clients that deal with this. And one thing that I strongly advise, are you doing this because your mama and your pastor told you to do it, or are you doing it for yourself? And my point is, if you're doing it only because of scripture, but everything in your soul, you know what you want, you're never going to live your truth. You're going to be sad.
Truly.
I'm not saying one is good or bad. What I'm saying is you should live your truth, not what somebody told you is your truth. And so I believe that if you change because somebody told you is the way to go, I feel sorry, because they're going to always struggle with that.
Yes.
I agree, and that's why you can have friends with benefits, because you can live in your truth. You can have a friend with benefits. Damn it.
And then plus,
So if you want to go the other way, just stay straight, but be curved on the other side. Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
right.
No, I agree. And I was just like how I was saying, like delivered is a strong word, and I understand what Sam was saying, but to say deliver means that you have, to me, it's something that you have an issue that you have to solve about yourself. So, but do I believe you can, if it's in you that you want to turn, like I said, Donnie McClurkin said he did. Donnie McClurkin?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Donnie.
Wait, he was.
No, he
No,
was.
he was.
Yeah.
You ain't been to church.
Wait, what
Was,
happened?
I mean,
like, I don't know.
Donnie used
I
to.
mean, no.
His
I mean,
story-
yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he changed
was.
over. Yes,
did.
he used to struggle
Twice.
with that.
Yes.
A couple,
Yeah.
it's a lot of them. I don't want to
But
throw
it's,
this
So-
I
one
was saying,
person
so-
out.
it's
so-
a lot of.
Work for them.
So again, because we live in a world now that even speaking your truth, you can be bad on both sides.
Yeah.
Because if you speak
Either
your
or.
truth, which is not a hate towards certain people, they consider it hate.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, you got to go with your truth. I'm gonna stick to the guns on this one. That's right, and stand in it.
I agree.
And stand in
Absolutely.
it. And we always, well, people, I say we, yeah, America, the world looks as homosexuality as, if you go by the Bible, they look at it as the only damn sin when they sitting over here
That's the only one they can talk about.
stuff. Okay,
That is so true.
let me tell y'all because I gotta help y'all out. Lying, you going to hell.
Come on.
If you believe in the Bible, since when you start pulling things out, you backbiting when you sowing seeds of discord.
Yep. Come on.
I'm just saying.
No, come on.
I'm just saying. Them thoughts that only you and God know about. If you don't have simple forgiveness for it,
Damn.
I'm just saying. But then you want to sit over here. Let me point something out. Your job is to love who? Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody. That's why I say
Yep. That's so true.
And don't
Come
you be
from
sit
love
over here
at
and let
all
nobody
times.
make you
Very
feel
true.
some type of damn way. You miss your blessing sitting over here judging and sending somebody in a
Pointing
damn
all them
box.
fingers at one person. You got 3 pointing
and that's
back
why I
at you.
love him. Keep it real.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, keep it with us. Next, what we got? We almost done. We about to hit the hour mark. How do you deal with your son toxic baby mama and your son stays in another city? Oh boy.
I pass on this one. Y'all, I got no kids. So.
They in another city, so. But I think that's because it's a grandma.
Yes.
And so you still have that you grandparent, you had that love for your kid. That's your baby too.
Right.
You gotta
And
play the game.
going back to everything that we was talking about earlier, man, you know how many this how the kids get messed up, families get jacked up on that toxic person. But how do you still have a relationship, I was asked, and we can go around, when your son or your daughter decide to get with this screwed up individual and you got to deal with, especially the mamas, they just up and move the kids.
You keep talking to your child over and over and over and over again and hope that one day that they'll listen, that they'll get some of the wisdom that you're trying to tell them. But, if they have a toxic baby mama, you still got to have a relationship with your grandchild. So you can't go too far off the deep end.
Yeah.
Or else you might mess up another relationship and not be able to, give to your grandchild. You know what I mean? You have to
When
stay
I tell
balanced.
y'all-
You have to approach it with some wisdom rather than emotional. Because
You have to be a very mature grandmother. No matter what age you are, you got to be mature. I literally live this life, Lord Jesus. And I tell my son, no, seriously, because both of my sons' baby mamas really still are in love with them, right? But there's like this toxic thing. And my thing is, as much as I want to say things to them, it's not even worth it. It's not going to matter. I'm
Right.
like, girl, hey, beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you. How you doing today? You got, it's not about you, grandmothers. Because this
Right.
is
It
serious.
is.
Y'all, grandmothers,
Right.
grandfathers, whoever got the issue, it's not about you. It's about the grandkid. So I humble myself
That's
and
right.
hope that rubs off on the toxic person. because eventually it will.
It convicts
I
'em.
live this, want us come around. So what I say is, you just humble, you come from love, and you do not think about yourself. You think about your child, your son, daughter, and their relationship, and you think about the grandchild. Thank you. No matter how much you can't stand her, because I get so many people like, she dropped them off over dirty shoes. Okay, you knew she was gonna do that. So why you don't have no clean shoes upstairs ready?
Ready for
Like
her.
you gonna go through
That's
all
wisdom.
that. Like
An
it's
experience.
not about you. Grow up, grandmothers. Grow up.
Always pointing something out when you know how somebody is.
Yeah.
That is a waste of damn time. You know how this person. Why you gotta? Why are you even having a conversation? Yeah.
Because whatever time you get with your grandchild is valuable.
Yes.
Yes.
But I will say that, having adult children and, they understand things differently as they go through life, as they get older, as they mature. They might start off in a relationship one way. They might think it's cute to be all toxic and things like that. But as they get older and they take in a few more life experiences, then you can share more of the things that you've been through or that you've seen and kind of put them up on game, because I think a lot of people think that you stop raising your kids when they're 18 and when they graduate from high school.
No.
But
That's
you
when you really start raising.
listen. I mean, you still raising them the entire time. So you still gonna be putting your kid up on game. You still gonna, give them life lessons, because I know I went through things as an adult. And, my mother or somebody would come back and be like, oh, yeah, that happened to me, back. I was like, well, shoot, could you have told
where was
me?
my warning light?
Could you have helped me out?
Exactly.
Help a sister.
All
Where's
right.
my
One
water?
more question. What age is too young to?
Oh, somebody.
Oh. Somebody- Yes. Hold on. We bring the mic. We bring the mic too, so we can hear you all the way.
I'm really living that right now with my son. My son was living in West Virginia. He had been there for 15 years. He has 4 sons. Him and the young lady never got married. But he called me one day and he says, hey, Ma, I can't do this anymore. On the third son, he says, I asked her not to have any more children. I tried to do what I needed to do to keep from having more children. She tricked me, whatever. What am I to do? So he's in this mental state at the moment, because down there in West Virginia, the black men only make a little bit of money. He's trying to take care of them. He's trying to do what he can, but the West Virginia women are manipulators. He's not from there. He has no family there, so I tell him, as his mother, come home. But Ma, I don't want to leave my children. I understand that. But sometimes we have to come out of our box to be able to see what's inside of it. So I said, come home. Well, Mom, what am I going to do about a job where I'm going to live? I'm your mother. I don't care if you are 39. Come home. Because right now your mental state is no good for your sons. No matter what you try to do, she's going to manipulate you and have the boys thinking that you're a bad man. So I want you to step out your box, and I want you to come home. I want you to get a job. I want you to finish your education. I want you to do everything that you wanted to do here back at home without her in your life right now. So that's what my son is actually doing to this day. And I told him, once you got yourself together, if you need your boys to come be with us, the doors are open to them. I even invited her to move to Cleveland to get away from her toxic family, because that's where it extends from.
Is he willing to bring him here?
She does not want to come here because they treated my son so badly. She is afraid that we're going to do the same to her, because this is what's been put into her head. She doesn't understand that we're not that family. We are loving and we care about her and the boys. But right now, my son's mental state is more important to me than my grandsons and her. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the bad grandmother. I don't call and I don't do all that crazy stuff. I try to talk to my grandsons, but when you have a parent that says to them on a daily, they don't love you.
If you can get him here,
He's already here.
Oh, he's here?
My
'Cause I was
son's
about
been here
to
for,
give some
my
advice.
son's already here. I was not playing with him. I went and got my son. I didn't care how old he was.
So you felt he was having a mental breakdown.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because of the way that they were treating him and the way she began to treat him. Then she tried to get the boys to go against him because he can't make enough money because West Virginia don't pay black men nothing there. I don't care where they go. He has no felony, he has no record, he has nothing, but he's miserable. Why are you miserable? So come home. I'm your mother. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to make sure you have what you need because that's the way it should be.
His father
His father has cancer right now.
Okay.
So we're not really involving him in a lot of things because he has his own issue going on.
Uh-huh.
But he's been there in his life.
Yeah.
Like I said, my son is 39 years old.
Yeah.
But the age had, people are saying, well, why are you moving back home with your mama? Because he needed to. You know, we can't, one of you guys were saying that children don't grow up. We never grow up. My mother is 90 years old. I'm there with my mom. Why? Because she needs me and I need her.
Mm-hmm.
We
I feel
never
that.
grow up. So it's all about being a family. It's all about being there for helping everybody. You can't turn your back on anybody. You just can't. I offered the young lady to bring her and her boys to stay with
Does
us.
the boys come up to visit?
They come to visit, and he even drives down there because it's only a 3-hour drive.
So he still drives down
He
to go
still
see
drives
them.
there to go see
Okay.
the boys
Okay.
just because when they get into their disagreements, she wants to have the one son go against them. But the other three are like, they see things as they truly are. But it's just always
How-
that
how old are
one. 14, 11, 5, and
Okay.
2.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, you're going to be able to connect. I'm gonna come back to you, Tanya.
So can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Because my passion and what I every single day live for and deal with is mental health. And so this is, ooh, I got chills. So this is the thing where everything you're saying, your issue right now, it's not about the grandkids, it's not about her. Your son is the issue because when you deal with your mental health, sometimes we get so caught up, and I got to be there every day. Your son can't be the father. He can't
Correct.
be the man
Correct.
that he needs to be. He has to heal because when he heals and completely understands who he is, loves himself, and blocks out the noise and really deals with his core issues, he will be an amazing father. And I don't care if he not that in for 5 years because he got a lifetime. He has to completely deal with himself because then her issues, whatever she says, how much money he make, however he feels, what she said, that won't matter. But the mental health issue is so real. And a lot of people don't understand that. Suicide has increased by 30% over the last 2 years, y'all, just for 2 years. It has completely increased and it's doubling, and it's so imperative that we take care of our mental health because what people don't realize that it's a disease. It's just like blood pressure and cancer and everything can take you out. You got to understand that mental health is so real. So if he's on the verge of having some issues, that has to be dealt with, and his concern cannot be how the kids feel about me. His concern has to be how does he feel about himself. And then once he deals with that, he will be an amazing son, an amazing father. But that's the first thing, and it's so real. And I say that because we hear all these other things, and I'm serious. Like mental health, all of us, everybody got stuff they got to deal with. But it's really, really, really bad right now, and we really got to take care of that.
And I'm so glad that you looked at it not just on the eyes as women, because we always, as a man, we hear it that the woman got she's mental. A man don't have mental breakdowns. You just supposed to suck it up and keep moving.
Right.
We're told that all the time. No, but majority, that's good. But I'm talking about a lot that don't, and men are shamed if they acknowledge it or even try to go talk to somebody. So what you said, I appreciate you saying that, and and this is why we do what we do on Tuesdays, is so that we can have these adult conversations. And something comes from it, not just the laughs, not just the You know, I'm going to get that ass tonight. Not just that, but that we really hit on what's going on in our community. We have to. Yes. Yes. Did y'all enjoy yourselves tonight? Now, y'all get together, fellowship, talk to one another. Everybody next week, you know, come back, see us next Tuesday. We'll do this one more again. And, yeah, we definitely got to talk more about that. But I'm praying for you and your family.
Yes.
Yep, praying for you and your family.
For sure.
No doubt, no doubt. Oh, plug one again for those just tuning in. Plug the podcast. It's the new one got coming up and the current one you guys. And if they want to come in counseling, do all that. Let's hook it up.
Well, again, I'm Stacey, y'all. Thank y'all for having me. And Sam, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your panel. Kenya, thank you so much, too. I'm Stacey. I am the host of Welcome to the BBW Show. We air on No Static Radio from 7 to 9 on every Friday night. Also, this young lady to my left, my homegirl, Tania, Miss Reese. We will be coming up with our podcast, our show on the move. It's going to be called No Limits with Stacey and Reese. We got a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of things to do, a lot of events we planning too. So we just hope y'all stay tuned, support. I'm MZSTAC_78 on IG, and I'm just Stacey Lester on Facebook. Hit me up, DM me. I'm always out and about socializing and like to just be a part of a good vibe. That's me.
And I'm gonna make it real simple because we just talked about that serious issue. I'm all in that mindset. So my passion is I'm a purpose coach, and I believe that if you know your purpose, it's complete. You don't need a life coach. You don't need everything else. When you know your purpose, you'll live in it, and then you can become everything that you need to be. You can find me at loveyourself111.com. I have books and journals. I have 3 published books. So, and I also have a radio show called Real Talk with Reese on Saturdays from 1 to 3. But again, if you want to find me, loveyourself111.com. You'll find it all there.
And she makes the most amazing candles, y'all. I'm going to plug her candles.
Why did I talk about my candles?
Yes,
Sam, did you sell candles?
I ain't let him yet.
Wait, I love
I
me
still
some
been smelling
candles
them.
now.
I make
her
the
candles
most
are amazing.
amazing candles in the United States of America, and there's so way you can
They
rub it on
smell
your
real
body
good.
as massage oil.
See, I need a candle,
Yes.
and then I need to be a guest star of the BBW.
Please,
you do. Hey.
Please.
But yes,
stuff.
I'm gonna bring you a candle next week.
Please, girl.
And
I
Sarge,
love it.
thank you again for
The man.
connecting with the sister here. And Sarge gonna hold you to it now. Okay, good.
She got it ready, honey.
All right. All right.
That's
I love
beautiful.
it.
That's
All
a
right.
beautiful thing.
That's right. All right. Thanks to the whole staff. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. We'll do it again next week. You can order online, samsylks.com. Get your order, DoorDash, all that good stuff. All right. Thanks a lot. Freddie, take us to the break.
Hey.
Give us some music and we good.
Peace and love.
Everyone's so wild.